Uh, uh. Someone said, "What's up, everyone? What's up? What the fuck is up, Denny's? You know I'm live on all of them, everyone. Yeah, it's everyone. How do I see? Oh, you can't see on this screen. You can't see it on this screen, but there's an everyone. There's an everyone. What's up, Sputnik? What's up, Nate? I'm everyone. You just encompass everyone. You're just a full-on blanket statement. Yo, what's up? What's up? Howdy. Howdy, everyone. Howdy. How we feeling today? I said the moon. Yo, shout out my YouTube folks. What's up? It's just me out here. Why am I the only one here on YouTube? No. Yo, give some love to the YouTube crew. What's up, Von Rit? Making my breakfast rolls in the oven. Are you in bed while you make them too? Shax, what's up, man? Welcome in. What's up, ZZZ77 ZZZI? Yo, YouTube crew, stand up. Bro, the YouTube crew is gonna be a long one. I feel like that's gonna be a long grind to get YouTube up, you know? She's in love with who I am. What's up, everyone? Let's get that energy to a crazy nth degree. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land, had me out like a light. Wait, so does this mean I can make $400 stream for modding both Twitch and YouTube? Ehehehe. No. You know that's not how it works. And yo, why are you exposing how much you get paid per stream? You know what, bro? Come on. Ryder, what's up? George Joseph, what's up? Student developer Paloth, what's up? What's up, everyone? What the fuck is up, Denny's? I wish I was back in my bed. That's what we like. You not a threat. Everyone knows I make 200 per. It's in the FAQs. Bro, stop. I'm about to get a bunch of people in my DMs. Yo, Bio Digital Jazz, what's going on? Yo, what's up, Shubham Chauhan? Welcome in. All right, let's get the messages out here. We told our Twitch fam, we told our YouTube fam. Now it's gonna tell our Twitter fam, then our Discord fam. 13 hours till I land. Have me out like a light. Okay, so what we got? So live now. Go working on my front end. Okay, hold on. Let's tag him. Front end. Master's course. Only 1 month away. Come join for a software dev Q/A. That's good, right? You guys like that? You think that's a welcoming message? You think that people will be welcomed by that? Is AI going to take our jobs as software programmers? I don't think so. I don't think it will take our jobs as programmers. Welcome in CLRS. What's up, Shecky? You got the Vohi Yo. This social media announcement to post all the platforms at once. More tools. For real. Is Prime always active on Twitter? Prime is active everywhere, dude. Yo, I actually give up on trying to know how this dude does anything. He has he has 4 YouTube accounts. 4 YouTube accounts, streams on Twitch, streams on YouTube, active on Twitter. Like it whatever, you know. Yo, what's up, WSS? I can't pronounce this. WSS. The secret is hiring Flip. The secret's hiring an entire media agency, huh? I mean, I don't have that kind of funding. But let's go ahead and post this schnoz. Yo, Astro, can you pin my latest YouTube video, please? Please? All right, we got that tweet up in arms. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Discord. Oh, good stuff. Give me this. I'm also gonna change the music. I'm gonna start with the weeb music. You know how we do it here. Okay, Discord. Lock up the house. Boom. Let's remove this. Okay. So the course is only 1 month away. Yep. Sweet. Do I want to tag everyone? Yeah. I'm pretty sure the amount of people I tag, the amount of times I've tagged in my Discord is making people leave the Discord. So if you've been annoyed by that lately, I'm sorry. What's up, Izu? Netflix money diff. Probably actually one of the 3 triplets in his family. That would be hilarious. And yeah, thank you, Asher. So I got a new video out. It's why Fang is overrated, or yes, Fang is overrated. If you haven't got a chance, please check it out. Appreciate that love. Go ahead and check it out. Asher pinned it. Appreciate that. Yeah. Should I get a split keyboard? Can you still type as fast? Yes. What's my front end master's course? So my front end master's course is going to be basically it's Golang. It's Golang with AWS. That's my entire kind of front end master's course. So if you go up here, let's pull this open. So Feb 25th, working on my front end master's course. So the thing is, the material is all done. I can show you guys it. I am just breaking it down into like smaller components, right? Smaller components, like I guess chapters would be a better way to say than components. Making sure I get the like slides prepared. There's a lot to go in it, right? It's easy to underestimate how much goes into like building a course. So I'm just trying to make sure I got all my like avenues cleared, everything's right. So making sure I get the slides prepared, that the code works, And unfortunately, this has a lot of prerequisite, right? Because AWS, you need Go installed, right? You need an AWS account. You need like AWS CLI and credentials. So you need all that stuff kind of set up. So that's going to be a lot of stuff that we need to do. And I think I'm like, a month away. So I feel pretty good that I'm going to be able to match it, but you never know. Oh, I love the YouTube lake thing. That's pretty nice. Okay, I've got my coffee. Got the water. It's sick, huh? It's nice, yeah. It is nice, I can't lie. But the main thing that like I think Twitch is always gonna have over like YouTube, right? The thing that with live streaming, I honestly think that YouTube has all the tools to actually like compete with Twitch. However, Twitch was able to do something that YouTube can't, and that is like Twitch is able to build entire communities, right? So like, whereas YouTube, it feels very distanced. By the way, Asher, how's the music? Is it good volume? Astro? Oh, Bio Digital Jazz. Yo, take this power, bro. All right, nice. Okay, yeah, so for live streaming, Twitch is able to build like an entire community. And I think there's something about it that, I don't know, it's the chat emotes experience that for some reason YouTube is not able to capture. YouTube just cannot capture how to live stream properly, right? Whether it's the UI, whether it's something else, YouTube live stream playback is too nice. I agree. The YouTube playback is too nice. There's actually a cool comment on YouTube. Should I get a split keyboard? Can you still type as fast? So you know what's interesting? How am I typing? I type with this. I type with the Moonlander. This is my keyboard. This is what I use to kind of type. That's why you can see me so separate, right? I literally have my keyboard probably a foot away from each other because you can space it out. So I have a split keyboard. How? What do you mean how? Does it feel normal? Oh yeah, for sure. Like it feels super normal. Like I can type completely normally. I can even pull up. Oh, let me pull up Delki. Yo, what's up, Hapta? It looks like something from a sci-fi movie. It looks like a spaceship. You've been using it for 6 months, and what do you think Narg meant? What are your opinions on it? Yeah, we can keep it like that. Cool. I think it's in Stream Apps, and then it's Go Frontend AWS. Yes, this must be, yeah, because I'm in chapter 0. Yep. I just bought one literally yesterday. I wrote them an email saying that you recommended. No cap. No way, Snow Parrot. Are you serious? That's actually pretty hectic. If you really did that, that's insane. Dude, I fucking love you. Thank you. I swear, dude, that's crazy. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know your review on it. And if you don't like it, you have to tell me that you truly don't like it. Okay? You have to be honest. Yo, Kumaden, thank you for that follow. Do you like it because you can have two pieces separate? Yeah, I do. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I've always talked about split keyboards, and the reason why I wanted to highlight that comment from YouTube is because there's this really interesting video. 5 years of split keyboards behind me, my review. I genuinely kind of want to watch this. What do you guys think? Should we watch this video? How many hours a day do you code? How many hours should a newbie do per day to want to get elite? That's a pretty good question. That's a pretty good question. Yo, what's up, Yus? What's up, Crave? Real Nagula, what's up? Yeah, okay, let's watch that. Joyce, what's going on, dude? Okay, let's just first tackle on that question, then we'll get into split keyboard. Okay, so how many hours a day should I code, right? How many hours a day should I code? Let's just say to be a good developer, right? So this question, the answer, sorry, the answer to this changes on where you are in your programming journey. So I've always been the individual that says if you're starting something new and you really want to dedicate yourself to it, right? So you're not just doing it as a hobby. Because if you're a hobbyist, there is no like sense of urgency. There's no sense of you need to get better. You can just enjoy it casually. Kind of like if you're a gamer, but you're not a professional gamer, or you don't play competitive games or ranked games. You kind of just enjoy it, right? You play Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, you play Pokemon. You just kind of relax, enjoy for what it is. You're not trying to complete it or push yourself to any sort of level. When it comes to programming, if you're a beginner, I truly think you need to put a lot of hours into it if you're taking it seriously, right? As a beginner, and I'm gonna put non-hobbyist, my rule of thumb has been like you should be doing like 6 to 12 hours a day to get serious. Now, this is especially true if you are self-taught, which means you did not go to school for comp sci. All right, comp sci, you know, like me. All right, now I know 6 to 12 hours is pretty insane. November disagrees. Welcome in, November, first time chatter. But yeah, I definitely think as a beginner person who wants to get into this field, 6 to 12 hours a day should be something you aim for. And there's a real like caveat here when I say 6 to 12, because everyone says like, oh, I can code a lot. Like 6 to 12, if we're being real, 6 to 12, you aren't like actually going to be coding for that, right? Because you will get distracted. You will probably watch some videos, and you might spend time, you know, reading or researching, right? All fair. Even the distracted part, I think it's fair to get distracted if you're doing such a block of time. But making coffee, exactly. Shout out to the Chemix gang. If you have a Chemix right now, let's get a W in chat. If you enjoy coffee, let's get those. I want chat a little bit more lively. Chat's a little dead for me. What's going on here? You guys are looking like a YouTube chat right now. For real. You guys are looking like YouTube over here, man. So you might, yeah. All right, let's get this shit started. What the fuck is up, Denny's? So yes, you might spend time like reading and researching. And then again, I think that's fine. However, dedicate a block. right? Dedicate a block of your day to whatever this is, And one more topic I want to say about this, especially if you're a beginner, like don't feel sorry for yourself, right? Don't feel sorry for yourself. And what do I mean by that, right? Like if your friends are going out or if they're all playing a video game and you're like, shit, either I can do this or code and I feel so bad, like don't do that. You know, if you want to be a programmer, don't go out. The only way you can dedicate this amount of time while like sleeping and eating and maybe exercising is to literally like not do all the other distracting shit in your life. All right. Man actually call this YouTube chatters. I just dissed 2 chats. Oh man, bro, don't ever call me a YouTube chatter again. My bad. Is that I pushed the line there, right? I'll talk about the split keyboard in just a second. Let me just finish this thought here. Yes, don't feel sorry for yourself. Like really dedicate that time. Like, you know, don't play games on Fridays. Don't go out with friends. Like, I'm sorry, but as a beginner and you want to be good, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take dedication. Same thing as going to the gym. Same thing as like, you know, if you want to be good at jiu-jitsu, it depends on where you are in life. Right? It's you have to get it. Like if you're just a hobbyist, obviously 6 to 12 hours is unrealistic. You don't do that. But if you're trying to make up for time and be elite, which is how this question stemmed from, you have to do it. I'd also say if you can't commit to 6 hours of coding a day and it's not enjoyable, you'll have a hard time down the line. You always need to sit down and learn new things. Yeah, exactly. Might not be for you. That's actually a really good thing to add on here. Forcing yourself to do this may not also be the route, but sometimes you do actually have to just sit down and dedicate the time to it. Even if it's something not the most enjoyable, you can't expect every single day is going to be enjoyable day, right? Hopefully, like over 50%, you're enjoying what you're doing. Like you are excited to put in 4 hours to programming. You're excited into debugging. You're excited to learn something new. But the next day, you may actually not like the fact that you're still on the same problem, debugging, trying to find a solution. Like that is normal, right? You have to be realistic. Not every single day is gonna be roses and dandelions, right? You kind of have to take it in and go on with it, roll with the punches, but know down the line, this is what you want to do. Now there's another level to this, right? If you are not a beginner, right? Let's say you are let's add some space here. Can you guys see if I zoom out? Can you guys still see this or is it too small? Oops, sorry. Can you guys still see this? It's still good? Don't exclude average Andy. It's nothing bad if you simply work from 8 to 17 and that's it. You don't need to be elite. Exactly. That's what we're going to talk about now. Daredevil. That like what I'm saying here isn't that everyone should be elite. If you want to be average, if you don't want to be elite, this doesn't apply to you. But the question I got was how to be elite at programming. To like clear to provide some context, the question is what to do, how many hours to put in to become an elite programmer. Right? If you are just enjoying what you're doing at your work and you don't need to program outside, then don't do it. Right? No one's telling you to. Again, if you just want to do programming at a level that you're content, do that, right? But if you are, let's say, at a mid-level engineer and you want to elite up, okay? This is where I wouldn't recommend actually putting 6 to 12 hours a day. Right? This is not where I would be recommending someone like, okay, put as many hours in a day, because here the switch is quality and efficiency. And I know some people will be like, well, why does that not apply to this first beginner level? Because as a beginner, the thing you actually want to quantify, the thing you optimizing as a beginner is actually quantity. You can make up for quality down the line when you're at the mid-level stage. But at the beginning, you actually need to just sit down and do it and get the discipline, get the reps in. That's what I truly believe in. Like, think of my analogy has always been coming from sports. When you start going to the gym, the hardest part is just going. It's not about the form. It's not about, what you're eating. Maybe it's not so much important as to like what exercises you're doing. The hardest part, if you're a beginner, is literally getting out of your room, your comfortability, and going into something you've never been to before, like a gym with other different people, at different stages of their gym career. Right? That's the hardest part. You have to just do that and dedicate the hours. Yeah, sure. Maybe the hours you're putting into the gym as a beginner are not the best. Your form's not the best. Your exercise may not be pumping the best muscles. Yeah, but you will learn that if you keep going by virtue of consistency. The same thing I'm trying to translate into the programming start at the beginning. But there does come a point in your journey where you are no longer beginner. It's where you have put the hours in, you know a thing or two, you're comfortable in this new aspect of your life that you do take seriously, and you are what I call at the mid-level. You may not be elite, but this is where that quality and efficiency are going to pay dividends, right? So this is where it's not about how much hours you put into the gym or hours you put on the keyboard anymore. It's about what are you doing in the hour that you can dedicate. So here, you want to identify your, I will say, areas of weakness. Areas of weakness. Read up on what other elites did / doing to get them to that level. Right? And you basically want to mimic them, learn from them, and you want to make sure you are not spreading your knowledge too thin, right? And this comes directly to what I'm about to say. If being elite as a programmer is too broad of a sentence, right? No one's just an elite programmer, period. Maybe like the top 0.1 of the 1% are, but typically a person who's elite is elite at one field. Be elite in one field, okay? Because this is what was going to play dividend. I always say go depth over breadth. Right? If you want to be a master, the best way you can really allocate and stand out is doing a depth into what you want to do, right? So you want to min-max into the field that you're good at. And this is where you're going to put those quality hours into that field, and you're going to really start doing the reputations, the research, the knowledge, the coding to get you to that elite level in your respective field. Right? But that's not to say you can explore new things, but don't expect to be elite in those new things you explore if you're just starting out. Even as a mid-level or even a senior engineer, if you've been programming as a backend engineer your whole life for 15 years, and then all of a sudden you pick up frontend and next, you're not going to be an expert at all. You're probably going to be a rookie because it's a new whole field, a new aspect of the field that you're just unfamiliar with, right? So give yourself some credit. But yes, if you want to become an elite, these are the two kind of steps I would say. As a beginner, put in the quantity, put in the hours, get your shit done. And if you're mid, trying to get that new level, find out what your elite depth is and put in the quality, hours, and efficiency into that. Rant on. /Fin. Good enough. Bro, great answer. Appreciate the answer. What resources would you use? Don't worry about resources, brother. Don't worry about resources. How is YouTube chat looking? Should I pop it out? Dude, I love YouTube chat. For real. Look at this. Yo, shout out. Yo, YouTube chat. Say what up. YouTube chat. Make some noise. Make some noise, YouTube chat. Let's go. Yo, YouTube chat. There you go. Remember, this is the delay. Oh, there's a delay. There you go. YouTube gang, stand up. YouTube gang, stand up. WWW in chat for the YouTube gang. Gotta give some love to the homies on that end. Oh, man. Must be my problem. I try to be a hobbyist in everything. I mean, that's not a problem. There's no problem in that. Be a hobbyist, right? My personal take is that in most cases, effectiveness pays more than efficiency. Efficiency is important when you have lower threshold for errors. Effectiveness and efficiency. What is the difference between effectiveness and efficiency? To me, it seems very similar, but I may be missing a distinguishing factor between them. Like, Fortune 500 C-levels for sure want to be more efficient. Okay? The delay, yeah. I had to come to terms with the fact I'm not as good as Ocamel than Teach, and that's fine. What's up, Omada Chino? Can't be good at everything. Exactly. Your Twitch profile. Oh, I have to change that, dude. I keep forgetting to change that. It's been so long, dude. So, bro, 6 was stood up. One of them was Astro. Big time. Yeah. Nice advice, bro. Yes, hell yeah. I appreciate it. You're supporting a competitor, Malkin. I ain't doing nothing, man. I just me. Um, you'll never be as good. That's true. That's true. Effectiveness are like tracer bullets. When you try different things to hit the target, but you okay, I see. Can be okay, but takes a month. What's up? What do you think about data structures? Should everyone master data structures? Effectiveness producing expected output, efficient producing expected output without wasting resources, time, energy. I see. I see. Expect it without having waste. Yeah, I mean, true, true. I see the difference there. I would still lean into efficiency because you don't want to waste. Like one thing I've always been in, like one thing I've always tried to make sure I don't forget is time is valuable. Time, in my opinion, is more valuable than money, right? If you're guaranteed, like the question is like, if you tomorrow someone comes up to you and is like, hey, I'll give you 10, you're gonna die tomorrow regardless, but I'm able to offer you 10 extra hours or $10 million. Like, what would you rather do? The $10 million you have to like spend it by yourself, or 10 hours you can do whatever you want with it. I pick the hours, right? You should spend time with the family and stuff. 10 million by yourself doesn't sound too appetizing. Coding challenge by John Cricket hit the right spot for me in terms of quality learning. I don't know who John Cricket is. Okay, but Zoro Zero asked a good question. What do I think about data structures? Oh, hold up. Sorry. I just clicked something that I probably shouldn't. You don't use a multiplexer? I do not use a multiplexer. So what do I think about data structures? Should I ever master data structures? I think, you know, the question about data structures is like a tale as old as time, right? Should everyone master data structures, right? And I think my first answer is no. Like, no one needs to master them, right? I think in tech, they are, you know, let's call it spade a spade, primarily used in the elite code style interview questions, right? Which again, lead code style questions are very prominent from what I learned in just North America. Not even North America, sorry, in the Western world, right? In Europe and the UK and Asia, I don't think they do a lot of lead code style questions. I could be wrong, but I know like in America and Canada, lead code is everywhere. Yeah, we don't. Exactly. Exactly, right? So it's a very specific thing. But even if we don't remove the leak, if we remove the leak code problem, I still think data structures and algorithms are still useful to learn. Still useful to learn even if leak code doesn't exist, right? And I think it's just helpful when you want to build something a little bit more granular, more advanced. This cannot hurt your learning, right? So I truly think learning data structures and algorithms it's helpful, it's useful, it's learning the theory and computer science aspect of programming better, right? Better. It's kind of the difference between the theorist versus the practical builder, right? Practical builder concept, right? You kind of don't want to min-max too much in one or versus the other spec tree, but you need to kind of have a balance of both. You can be better at one versus the other, but you need to have like kind of that balance, right? And so that's kind of my opinion on that. So I don't think anyone needs to master, but I think being familiar with each is super helpful and can be useful. That's my honest opinion. I personally have been amazed when I learn about the uses of these data structures rather than solving leak code. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Give me that 10 million. Sorry, I'm catching up. It can only help. Exactly. It can only help. Do you think AI will replace humans? I think in certain, like I don't want to be a doomist or a pessimist, but I do think AI will replace humans in certain elements of society. And I do think programming is in jeopardy of that. I don't think all of programming, but I think a lot of tasks can be optimized with AI, right? I want an AI that manages my IAM roles. Learning about networks is so dope and insightful. You'll be gone. I will be gone. I will definitely be gone. I will for sure be gone when it comes to uh AI. AI is gonna replace me first. What's up, Stormia? AI will replace 90% of humans. I actually personally think we need a better job at like making sure AI doesn't like replace humans. Being honest, I think we do need to do a better job of that. The song is good, yeah. I like DSA though. That's good. You can like DSA. Okay, I gotta use the washroom. Who's in charge? Brumry, you're in charge. Brumry, you're in charge. Be right back. Why does it say ban Melky? Why are you guys trying to ban me? I'm back. Nvidia CEO said don't learn to code. I want to see that. Where is that? Like where it says does anyone have a link to that article where he literally says like we should ban or people it's because he's promoting AI, right? I personally think all Reddit users should be replaced by AI. Is that some anime music? Yeah, we got anime music, of course. Is this your first time watching the stream? You know what's crazy? Let me just open this up real quick. I saw that TJ shared the tweet. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now I remember how I did it. I had it two separate. I have like the finished copy, and then I have this version here, which is kind of like the working example. Oh, you guys found it? Let's see. Ayo. Yep. Hey, yo. Here we go. You guys want to watch this? You guys want to react to this? It's pretty interesting, right? It's a pretty interesting kind of concept to go into. And I think it's worth like breaking it down. But let's see. Dual wielding as fuck. You know how I do, baby. You know how I do, baby. All right, let's see this. How's YouTube chat doing? Nice. Okay. Let's quickly just change up the audio tracks here. Boom, boom. All right. Can you guys let me know if you guys can hear it? W in chat if you can hear this right now.
I'm going to say something and it's going to.
You definitely can hear this. You guys can definitely hear this. I already know the answer. Okay. So this is the CEO of NVIDIA, Jason Huang, on why students should study in school now. On what students should study. Okay, let's see this. It's loud as fuck.
I want to say something, and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science.
Right.
Everybody should learn how to program. And in
Okay.
fact, it's almost exactly the opposite.
Whoa.
It is our job.
Okay, hold on. My dog's barking. Be right back. Sorry. No more dog. That's it. No more dog. Dog's gone. All right, so I gotta redo this. Jensen Huang, let's go.
I want to say something, and it's going to sound completely opposite of what people feel. Over the course of the last 10 years, 15 years, almost everybody who sits on a stage like this would tell you it is vital that your children learn computer science.
I think it is vital. I think it is vital for your children to learn computer science, right? It's like one of the best. Let's forget the payment for a second, right? Forget like the amount of salary you get. Learning computer science in a world where everything's predominantly led by tech is incredibly useful, incredibly important. Look how much time you spend on your mobile phone or a computer or anything like that, right? Technology is all around us, right? And when people say programming, it's like you don't have, like if you go into computer science, you don't have to become a programmer that just writes software. There's like embedded, there's hardware ways to integrate yourself into kind of technology which uses programming, right? So I still think based on what's around us, going into programming, going to computer science is very valuable.
Everybody should learn how to program. And in fact, it's almost exactly the opposite. It is our job to create computing technology such that nobody has to program and that the programming language is human. Everybody in the world is now a programmer. This is the miracle of artificial intelligence. The countries, the people that understand how to solve a domain problem in digital biology or in education of young people or in manufacturing or in farming, those people who understand domain expertise now can utilize technology that is readily available to you. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do.
I mean, let's break that down for a second. Let's break that down for 1 second. So I think what triggered me was basically saying how everyone is now a programmer. All right. How he's like, everyone has the ability to program. It's kind of like, remember when you were in high school or when you were in elementary school, like your teacher's like, you'll never have a calculator in your pocket. You won't have a computer in your pocket. But lo and behold, we literally have a computer in our pocket, our phone. There's some level of truth into the statement. He is right. A lot of people have access to be programmers, right? We memed about it yesterday with my co-founder on Go School, where, he was using GPT, for certain things. And obviously I'm memeing on him, right? But if I completely don't look at that, the amount of code this guy's outputting for Go School is actually unreal. So and he doesn't know programming. He had very self-taught. He had, let's say, minimal working experience in programming, but he's able to utilize ChatGPT to do things for him that otherwise would take someone a long time if they were to do without it, right? I think the disconnect here is he is then following up by saying, well, this is why you shouldn't be a programmer. You should instead be a farmer or a person in the medical field.
It's the people that understand how to solve a domain problem in digital biology or in education.
Right. So solving a domain problem in digital biology or education of young people. My counterpoint to that is, how is that different than programming domain knowledge? Why is AI only good at solving programming domain problems? And why would it not apply to biology or the education of young people? Right? Why would AI not be good at also solving those problems? You can't. I personally don't think you can say AI is good at only solving AI. But if you're not, I mean, AI is only good at solving programming problems. But if you're in like another field, then you should be fine, right? Because we don't have enough data and description of these problem spaces. I think we do, right? I think we definitely do. We absolutely do, Strax. There's enough data in most fields right now that have AI capabilities to them. I think the world in which Jensen is talking about is, more like the plumbers, the people, like, the hands-on jobs. It's going to take a longer time for AI to get to that point because AI doesn't have hands. It doesn't have capabilities to lift heavier objects, to, build things. That's where we have hardware. But to say that you shouldn't go into school for programming because now with AI abilities that can solve programming problems, it's kind of like, don't tell a doctor or a researcher or a mathematician to learn these domain fields because AI can solve them now for you. Like, it doesn't truly apply. If you think about it, Google has always been able to give us answers to symptoms. Does that mean Google is a doctor? No. If you ask AI, what are some symptoms that you're having, it could diagnose you, but are you going to trust that on blind faith, or are you going to go to an actual doctor? The same thing with programming, right? Sure, you can prompt AI to give you a solution to a rudimentary problem, but when it comes to actually building an entire application, there's no AI that can do this just yet. You're still going to need that human interaction of how those components interact, passing in credentials, how things are actually going to be in a presentable state to a use state, right? So there's a lot of things here that obviously I think Jensen is talking about the issue or from the angle of pumping NVIDIA stock prices, giving people knowledge that NVIDIA is going to be a driver in the space of AI.
Of young people or in manufacturing or in farming, those people who understand domain expertise now can utilize technology that is readily available to you. You now have a computer that will do what you tell it to do. It is vital that we upskill everyone, and the upskilling process, I believe, will be delightful, surprising.
I think the domain expertise, right, is I think the domain expertise also applies to programming. Let's see what these comments are. Okay. He argues that the rise of AI means we can place programming languages with human language prompts, thus enabling everyone to be a programmer. I'm on two minds here. The way capitalism works means that the fact that programmers are highly paid is a bug corporations try to fix with automation, even if the end result is lower quality. On the other hand, I imagine the possibilities if you didn't need to know React to make apps. Okay, let's see. Jensen's job is to hype AI, so investors buy more NVIDIA stock, thinking that NVIDIA hardware will be used to power the AI. He will say whatever he wants to achieve this as long as it's not technically illegal. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Every time my manager, my team lead, anyone has asked me if we need more programmers on my team, I tell them we need more system engineers. We need people who can think and design systems. The code is the easy part. I can teach a system engineer to code. This is a very good take. This is a very good take. It is literally about system designers and architects. The coding part is really only for like the junior engineers who get into programming. The coding part is kind of easy, right? It's the easiest aspect. But to get to that senior level, that's where like your ability to design a system, build a system, architect a system will come into play. AI is fine for small apps. It's complex system that ChatGPT or other LLMs mess up most of LLM Slack and reasoning. Yeah, but I think that's for now. I think there is going to be a capability where that's no longer going to be the case, right? I think there is going to be kind of a world where it will have the ability, like AI and LLMs will have the ability to essentially build whatever architect you want. I think it's just a matter of time. But hey, I might be wrong. What do I know? I would say if you're going into programming, you don't need to necessarily worry about it right now. Let's turn the music back on. But I do think the capabilities of AI are pretty powerful. Coding part requires time. Architecture part requires, yeah. Oh yeah, good. Lower volume, please. Yeah, I got you. I'm motive. That's a great point. Thank you for actually raising this. I actually agree with you. The coding part isn't as easy when implementing lower level stuff, though. I agree. I actually agree with this. This would be the exception. Or actually not an exception. I think it's wrong of me to say that all coding is easy. I think there is levels of programming that even AI will have challenges. And I think that, holistically thinking about architecturing for the most part is harder and more challenging and requires more thinking process than coding. But saying coding is the easiest part may not be wrong. Thanks for checking me on that. Appreciate that. What's up, Walter? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for everyone for following. Thank you for everyone on YouTube subscribing. Appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys watch the latest YouTube video. Get those numbers up. I'll be going into college pretty soon, so it would be viable after 5 years to actually complete everything. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't want the volume to be too loud. I actually also want to listen to this song. I think AI is going to have a really hard time running something as complex as LVM or Linux until it isn't, right? Until it will have... Can you get back to Excalibur so I can read the last thing you said about data structures, please? Yeah, for sure. Because you said please. It's because you said please, right? I like that. Yo, what's a Spiridon? What's up, homie? My brother, give me that power. Go the fuck back to Excalibur. This is why we ban users like they're usually high. Yeah, the point of the data structures was that I don't think anyone needs to master it, but it doesn't hurt to learn them and to get proficient at them. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. Do you want to watch 5 years of split keyboards behind me? I can't even get the AI to clone Pong, but I use the free ones. Can any coding AI even clone Pong in one shot? I don't know. You guys want to watch 5 years split? Should I do a poll? Let's do a quick poll. Who wants to watch this? What to do next? We can either watch split keyboard vid or work on FEM course. Even though the front end master's course is done, the material for the front end master's course is done. Okay, if you're on YouTube, there's a poll on Twitch. This song's not as good as I thought it was. Is it the same thing for sorting and searching algorithms? I think not really, because a lot of programming languages have like a package that do a lot of this stuff for you. Which again, comes the difference between the practical like enthusiast versus the theoretical enthusiast, right? For a practical enthusiast, you use like what's built into a language, like Python.sort or Golang sorting algorithms, right? You won't implement your own searching algorithm or sorting algorithm. But the theorist will be more interested in like, what's going on behind the scenes. And again, I don't think one is better than the other. Personally, my whole life, I've been more of the practical like developer. I've just built stuff, and I will be the first one to say, like, yeah, the stuff I built maybe not as low as maybe pretty low quality, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with the results. Like now, Astro Station is getting 644 daily visitors. It was at 400 last week, right? So clearly this is growing. Whereas the AI kind of hovers. Like if you look at this, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. It was at like 288 the day it was retweeted. So, you know, pretty hovers, right? But I've just been building. Do I need to be better at theoretical knowledge? Probably. But hey, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Sometimes you might have to do something weird and make your own sort low key. Why? Just like sorting things like on a particular data structure or a particular reason. All right, I think we're gonna watch this. I've had this for a minute. All right, I've had this video uploaded for a minute. I haven't watched it. I thought it was just interesting. It caught my eye, and I really want to see what this individual says, because as you guys know, I use a split keyboard. I have a video on split keyboards, right? Like, if I go here, you guys even see I have my Moonlander right here. Go to my channel. Videos. Let's go popular. This one, right? This is the best split keyboard to use for software engineers. Like I have this video. I definitely try to preach what I talk about. So let's see what this man says. 5 years of split keyboards behind me. Yo, what's up, Noctua? Welcome in. We're about to watch this video. Grab a seat.
My computer programming various things or
Okay.
I've been using split keyboards for more than 5 years now, and boy do I have a lot to tell you about. I'm a game dev and a software engineer, and I spend a lot of time on my computer
That's a cute
programming
dog.
various
That was a
things
cute-ass
or
dog.
playing games. Because my profession and hobbies involve using computers for 8 to 12 hours a day, I think it's a smart move to invest in equipment that can help me be more comfortable, make my
For sure. The keyboard to a software developer is like the sword to a knight. It's like it's our weapon. It's our weapon of choice. It's like, in my opinion, the keyboard is the most important aspect of a developer, right? More so than the monitor, more so than the chair. The keyboard is number one.
my workflow faster, reduce risk of long-term injury, and make me feel all good inside. See, I like to think of myself as a PC power user. Meaning I spend enough time on the PC that any bad habits I have, whether it be from sitting poorly or my hand placement on the keyboard, will
Using
surely
Windows,
bite me
that's a
in the
dox,
butt
that's a
later.
dox.
And once I came to this realization, I decided to do something about it. Now first, let me give you proof that it's actually been 5 years. This right here is the Mistel Barocco
I hate split keyboards like this.
MD600.
I genuinely do not. I know Spiridon uses
Barocco,
split
and
keyboard
I
like
go-
this. I mean, the only thing this kind of offers is like you're not programming on like 10 inches of whatever. Like it's split, you can have more space for your neck muscles and you don't have to pinch anything up here. But like I hate split keyboards like this. I think that this is just, entry level.
way back.
Ooh la la.
She was the
was
first split
weird.
keyboard I've ever
I also don't like how he's referring to this keyboard as a she.
had. And you can see here that I got it on Amazon at the end of 2016, which is the start of 2017.
Why is
Which
there
means at
jazz
the time
music?
of making this video, it's been more than 5 years since I started using split keyboards. And now that I've presented proof, let's get into the juicy stuff. My opinions. One of my absolute favorite
Okay,
things
the eyebrow stuff, man. You gotta stop that.
about split keyboards is that there's a gap in the center where you can put your coffee or your water. This is great for two reasons. One, the distance from your hands to the cup dramatically decreases. This is great for folks like me who are too lazy and don't want to move. Hey, don't judge. Second reason is that you have a much lesser chance of knocking the drink over. With traditional keyboards, you have to move around the keyboard to get to what you want to get. There's more margin for error. On the other hand, with split keyboards,
Okay.
even though it may seem more dangerous because your drink is closer to the keyboard, through my experience, it's really not, because the only time you have to actually go to the center of the keyboard is to get your drink, and it's an intentional move.
Let me tell you my thing. I keep my mouse in the center. So my mouse is actually in the center. So where he has his cup, that's where I put my mouse. So I have my two keyboards, my left and right side, and then the gap in the middle is where I have my mouse. I kind of, this argument is like the lowest hanging fruit argument. Like where to keep a cup of coffee or like any sort of item. Between a split and a regular non-split, I don't really think that's the best argument.
And so it's much less likely to actually make a mistake and knock your drink over. All right, let's see how fast I type on the split keyboard versus a traditional one.
Okay.
109 words per minute.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
All right, now I'm just gonna try with a regular membrane keyboard.
I'm just doing a speed test. Again, I don't know what's going on
91 words per minute. So clearly I'm faster on the split keyboard at just regular typing. But I think just regular typing doesn't
here.
really
You've been using it for 5 years. You've been using it for 5 years. Of course, like, okay. Again,
show the true-
another point that I don't think is like necessarily the best at exemplifying the difference between a split keyboard and a non-split keyboard.
true power of split keyboards, especially if you're a programmer. I program almost every day because I enjoy it and because it's my job. And so any small win I can get in the middle of my day helps me perform, spending thousands and thousands of hours doing it. So I kind of get into a
Thousands
habit
and
of
thousands of
noticing
hours?
really tedious things that I have to do throughout the day. And I'm constantly trying to improve my daily workflow to make it smoother so that I can enjoy what I do. And so
Right.
an example of how split keyboards make my workflow smoother is that it makes me program a lot faster. But when you're programming, you have to kind of navigate around lines of code pretty quickly. And
Okay.
so there are things that you do like go to the end of a line of code or the beginning of a line of code, and you use the arrow keys a lot to kind of navigate to certain areas. I'm printing out hello.
Can you say hi to my aunt Jenna? No, I cannot say
A world,
to
but I
your-
spelt
hi
world
to your
wrong.
aunt Jenna.
So what I would do on my split keyboard is I'd move down one, then I'd go to the end of the line using the end button, and then I'd move over, shift, move over, arrow, move down, and then I move it up here, click end, then Then move it back down to the arrow. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, not using Vim, skill issue. TypeScript? TypeScript? It all makes sense. It always makes sense when you see the file extension. It always makes sense.
And then 1, 2, and then I have to move it back. And so there's a lot more hand movement to do certain things, even with backspace and other keys that you have to use frequently. And so these small little movements that you don't have to do anymore make your day a lot better. Especially as a programmer, it helps you kind of focus because you're getting the easy wins, you know, small little wins that add up. And for a lazy programmer like me who doesn't want to move, it's actually a massive
win. So I want to break this up a little bit. I've talked about split keyboards a lot. I will say, like, I actually don't think that video does a good job of explaining the pros and cons of split keyboards versus traditional keyboards. So again, I have been using the Moonlander for I think like 3+ years now, right? And I still use my MacBook keyboard stock, right? So when it comes to it, I still use my MacBook keyboard. So I use both, right? I haven't just maxed into split keyboard, but when I'm out here on my station, if you will, it's a split keyboard kind of a situation. The reason everything he describes are kind of like very small tidbit wins. It's very small tidbit wins, right? Like he talked about, I mean, your cup of coffee. I mean, maybe. The words per minute. I also think like you will just get faster at whichever you use longer, right? It's just like you will adapt. Let's see. You will adapt. My neck controls are relaxed as hell after switching to split. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. So for me, the entire reason for switching to the split was ergonomically, right? My biggest benefit on switching was because the traditional made me pinch the top of my neck. I've talked about this before, but when you're on a small keyboard, you may not know it, right? Because your hands are like this. Your hands are like very close, right? When your hands are very close, you may not think about it, but your shoulders are being pinched, right? It may not like seem like it because it may not seem like, you know, you're making that much difference with your shoulders, but going like this all the time, right? I could literally, when I put my hands together this close, I already feel stress in my neck, like instantly. When I do this, I feel extremely relaxed. So this was the main reason, because if you guys use a traditional, I'm sure most of the people here always like stretch their neck, rotate, crack their neck, do this after they've been sitting for a long time, rotate their shoulders, right? And they think, oh, maybe it's my posture, maybe I didn't exercise, maybe there's a knot in my back, whatever. It's actually more attributed to your keyboard because you're pinching your neck and you don't think about it, right? For the longest time, I was having neck pain and I could not for the life of me figure out why. So I changed my monitors. I made sure they're eye level. I changed everything, right? Everything around me, got a better chair, and I was still having bad neck pain. But the second I got my split keyboard, I was able to relax the entirety of my neck. Like I felt it instantly. The relief was absolutely magnificent, right? So, and yeah, I see people say ergonomics thing is way better, right? It's phenomenal, I agree. But a traditional keyboard is just not ergo friendly, okay? There's other things you can do ergonomically that we can all agree on, right? The monitors, the chairs, etc. But the keyboard plays a very, very sneaky role in how important it is for your neck, for ergonomics. I also realized my music is not playing. Let's play that. Let's fix that. It might be loud again. Hold on. Hold up. I gotta fix that part, but whatever. Cool. Yo, my man, how you doing? You're machine learning at Twitch? Have you taken a look at Mojo? I've only briefly looked at Mojo. But what's up, Diva? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Okay. Is it hard to switch back and forth with the laptop? I use my laptop a lot as well. No, it's not hard. It's not hard at all, right? I simply, like, for me, it's pretty easy. And like another thing that I like about the split keyboard, right, is, you know, the tenting and customization. I think is super useful for certain developers, right? So at the end of the day, like for me, the biggest thing for a split keyboard wasn't productivity. For me, it wasn't productivity, right? It was for my health and I don't know how I feel and how I feel. That's been like the biggest thing for me, right? Like that's why I use split keyboards. I think the thumb clusters are pretty nifty. You don't have to move your hand, right? Your hand's not moving. Your fingers are probably better. Do you have a tent kit? No, the Moonlander comes with tenting, right? So yeah, I really think if you can be as productive for both of them, right? You can be productive on both of them, but I prefer the Moonlander, especially with Vim motions. Like it makes it a little bit more natural for me, right? My fingers don't leave certain keywords. Like you can see here, all my the keyboard I actually use, right? Sure, let me change my screen. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys my actual. I don't think I've actually shown you the keyboard I use, like how it looks. So this is my keyboard. Okay, this is how it's laid out. And you can see that I have like the JKL keys all whited out, and this is just where I put my fingers. So my keyboard, I have my fingers like this, right? I have the tent, so it's like fully like. But this is how my hand is on neutral position. Boom, just like that. So my fingers are always like on the white keyboards here, and I just move across them. I have the same thing on my left side too. That's where I put my hand. That's the neutral position, and every keyboard I touch, it just, oops, I just move my finger respectively. People need to look at split keyboards like a health investment to avoid health problems that will stop you being able to earn a living in IT. Yeah. Home row chat, exactly. Home row. That's I literally have to have the home row. It's super important. Like I can't think of another way to program without it, if I'm being honest. Yo, what's up, Pseudo Dreamy? What's up? Your config? Oh, your ZSA config. It's private. It says this later is private, homie. Can you change it for us? Overall, I think it's a decent video. You know, is he still making? I mean, this got 350,000 views. I mean, it's popped off. Doesn't look like he makes any more videos, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it's a good video. Good video. I just don't agree with like the core points of it. Okay, there's another thing I wanted to kind of talk about. I don't know if we will have time. I'm 45 split keyboard was a huge help with a wrist and fingerprint. Yeah. Yeah, see, so there's some validity here. There's a video from Tech with Tim that dropped 3 hours ago. Junior developers, listen up. I'm tempted to click this, but at the same time, I don't know if I don't know where this would lead. I watched this much of the video, right? And I was like, I gotta stop. But I don't know if we want to watch this. We haven't had Tech with Tim on the show for a little bit, right? He's been kind of doing his own thing for a little bit, you know, grinding out videos, pretty much like just tutorial stuff, kind of dope, right? So I can't really hate the man too much. I can't hate the man too much, right? But, and like, you know, he was in this phase where this is where we kind of knocked him back a peg a little bit, right? But this video is tempting me right now. This video is tempting me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Should we watch this? W in chat if we should watch it or not. You know what time it is? Is it time to watch Tech with Tim, brother? Is it time to watch Tech with Tim? Okay, you guys want to watch Tech with Tim? Holy bro, what? Yo, what? 10,000 bits? Bro, I've never seen this shit red. I have never seen this thing red. I've seen obviously purple, green, I've seen blue, but I've never seen the red one. Holy crap, Diva, thank you so much, bro. Give me that, pal, you absolute freak monster bit lord. Dude, W in chat, Jesus, bro. Dude, bits time is a good time. Am I right? Bits time is a good time. Damn, dude. You're about to feed my whole you're about to feed my wiener dog. He's about to eat good. Diva, thank you so much. What song is this? Let me get it for you. Sorry, I'm like, it just says dramaturgy. The video just says this. W in the shot right now. Yeah, Emil. W in the shotas right now. Jeez. Yo, you guys even got YouTube chat going off right now. YouTube chat popping off right now. Hold on. I gotta see the YouTube chat. Where you at? Look at this. Even YouTube chat dropping them W's. Look at this. YouTube chat going crazy. YouTube chat going crazy right now. That kills me, man. That actually kills me. All right, I have to use the washroom because those bits made me have to like piss my pants. Diva, you're in charge. I'll be right back. I started a video on Golang. I buy the Let's Go Alex Edwards. It's a good book. Yeah, hell yeah, go for code. Buy both of them. There's Let's Go and Let's Go Further. Both of them are very good. And I actually got a message from Alex that he's working on version 122. So I'll be right back. Diva, you're in charge. I am sorry for the delay. My dog Honeydew was eating headphones. So, yeah, I'm back. Sorry. He was eating headphones, and I had to quickly fix that because, yeah, that was not good. David, what are you asking for? Link for what? No, not two. Yeah. Okay, but we're back. We are definitely back. Yeah, go for code. Try to let's go. Honeydew eats those too. So do I. Yeah. You're spoiling his day. Dude, he was under the bed just munching on headphones, and I had to check him like, oh, what are you doing? And yeah, not good. I did get tagged in the health thread. Yeah, I just unmuted myself. That was insane. That was no bueno. Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's go watch this video from Tech with Tim. Let's go. And then after, we're going to do some code. We're going to do some programming after. I promise. I swear. Relax. But it's just, this video is tempting. It's too tempting to watch. Let me know if you guys can hear it. W and Chef can hear this.
If you're new to programming, I want you to listen to these next few minutes where I share with you a bit of wisdom from someone who's been learning.
Wait. What? What am I waiting for? This better be good. Predictions. How many times will he plug? How many times will he plug his course? Damn. That's such a good prompt, dude. Okay. You know what? I honestly... Let's do a prediction. I'm going to do a prediction. Watch his 200 project in Python. As a senior project, he is teaching the absolute worst of Python. Yeah. I think we know, Diva. Here's my take. Wait, who just made a prediction? Oh, it's just one? Okay. I guess we'll just do, what's going on? Okay. I guess we'll just do a binary, like, will he plug his course or not? So, greater than 1 or less than 1. I was going to make the prediction. I think he plugs his course only once. All right. I think he only plugs his course once. I don't think he's going to do more than one. I think he's a changed man. I think Tech with Tim has changed his ways. Okay? I think Tech with Tim has changed his ways. Please, no one watch this in advance. I think he changed his ways. I don't think he's plugging his course more than once. I think he's a one plug kind of a dude. So let's see. We got the predictions in. Are you guys ready? Get those chats up for our homie Tech with Tim. Let's go.
Learning and teaching coding for nearly 10 years.
Congrats.
That person is me, and I want to begin by saying coding is hard. This is a tough thing to do. It's not going to be easy, and in fact, it's probably going to be one of the hardest things you've ever done. But that's more of a reason why you should actually do it.
Okay.
And I just want to give you some kind of tips and advice in this video to really keep you pushing and make sure you remember why you wanted to learn to code in the first place and you don't give up on that goal. So first off, coding, again, very difficult, very frustrating. I am a relatively calm person. I'm usually fairly stoic, but when I run into bugs, when I can't solve something for the 30th minute or for the 5th hour, it's been 2 days and I just can't get past.
Wait a second. Didn't Tim make a video before where he basically said like coding, if you just learn my course or like in 10 days or 30 days, you can do it?
An issue, you will see me punching my monitor, screaming, yelling, doing push-ups to get my energy out. Like, it just goes crazy. It's such a frustrating thing. There's nothing in my life I've done that's more frustrating than trying to solve some of the simplest coding bugs. This is something that even at the higher levels of development you're going to experience, and sometimes it makes you question your life decisions, why you're doing this, and what even is the point of building this website or this project or whatever's going on. Now, I have obviously gotten better at dealing with that over the years, but I just want to make you aware that it's a very, very normal feeling, and I've had many nights where I've gone to bed with an unsolved bug and asked myself what the heck I'm doing, and if I should just change career paths and go do something else because I don't want to deal with this. So, very normal feeling, and you will learn how to overcome that, and in fact, that's one of the most impactful things. Being able to persevere, being able to solve that impossible bug, to work through that tutorial, to set up your computer when it's been hours and hours and nothing is working is really one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. And I can tell you that I still remember bug fixes I did when I was 17 years old because of how long they took me and how ecstatic and elated I felt that I was actually finally able to solve them. So please keep going. Don't give up. That ability to persevere is something that carries much further than just coding, and it really brings itself into your everyday life. I can say since I've gotten better at programming and as I've gone through this journey, I just feel more confident. I think any problem I have is solvable, that I can fix it, that I can figure it out, and that's one of the most freeing things in the world. Obviously, you can get this from doing other things, not just learning how to code, but I think that being a developer, you really learn that quite quickly. Any problem.
Okay, I mean, yeah, how can you can't really disagree with this, right? Like, I can't be here and tell you Tim is wrong. Like, yeah, he's right. It's like solve, like, you know, don't give up, keep doing what you want to do. You know, persevere. Like, do you need like 2 minutes and 30 seconds to say like don't quit? Maybe long-winded. Has he said this before in other videos? Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I literally cannot tell you that this is wrong, right? But again, this is kind of going into the umbrella where it's like shallow level. What's he really saying here? right? Like, where's the actual advice? Is it here? Is it not? I don't know. He did say he just wants to be like tips and advice on how to keep going. So I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a good little reminder. Like, coding's hard, and you know, persevere. You'll be fine.
It is fixable. It is solvable. There is a solution. You can figure it out. And I want you to
He's just repeating the same thing though.
remember that, because there is always a way to fix a problem. It's not impossible, and it comes down to how much can you persevere and how much more effort can you give, how much more time can you put into it, and can you use strategies to help you calm down, relax, and approach the problem from a different angle. Now, with that said, I want to talk a little bit about the coding journey. I remind you that this is exactly what it says, a journey, and it's unique for everyone. It's really discouraging when you're just learning how to code and you go online and you
Dude, the editing is actually insane. Like, God
see
damn.
stories of people that learned to code in 3 months and got a job at Google, or ran the next AI.
This is your fucking course, bro. What are you talking about? No way he just said that. Yo, he just called himself out.
How to code, and you go online and you see stories of people that learned to code in 3 months and got a job at Google, or ran the next AI tech startup and made $1 billion, or are
Bro, you literally sell courses that say you can teach programmers how to code in 3 months. Are you crazy? Am I crazy? Hold up. I might be getting him mixed up with Intermate Coder. I know Intermate Coder said this stuff 100%. Hold up. Does he ever get... But his course is different. Hold on. Please. Everyone just chill. The Unfair Advantage series was pretty hilarious. I cannot lie to you. I learned how to hack Wi-Fi in 2 days. Learn Django in 20 minutes. Bruh. Here, you know? One of those. It's one of those.
are, Y Combinator founders at 19 years old and are AI geniuses and programming experts. That is an anomaly and is really, really dangerous and toxic to compare yourself to those type of people.
Bro, saying Tim has been watching my videos. Saying he's been watching my videos, bro.
Even comparing yourself to someone like myself, a YouTuber who's been doing this for a very long time, or going on Reddit forums or looking at people that just have all these great success stories at such a young age or in such a short time period, this is really not a healthy thing to do, and I want to discourage you from doing that.
What the fuck is happening?
Now, yes, it can be motivating and you can take that component of it, but the reality is everyone learns to...
Hold on. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Start an amazing career with no degree experience to be able to and to be on track to make over 70,000 in your first year and potentially 100 plus in the following years. I think they changed it up a bit. Learn the fundamentals: front-end developer, back-end developer, DevOps engineer. 4 to 8 weeks. How much will it cost? One-time payment. I don't know.
This at a completely different pace. I've taught over 10,000 people how to code on a more personal level. I know their stories, and I know that all of these people had a completely different journey, needed different resources, different videos, a much different time frame. Some people...
For anyone that cares, it took me like... My first job in programming, I didn't get it for over like 18 months. And I was doing it full time. I was luckily doing a master's, but I can say this safely now. I was half-assing my master's because I was focusing on learning how to code. So I was doing this for like easily 2+ years, and I wasn't able to get a job at all. And I was applying, and my first job paid me like no money. And so yeah, be careful about this. Just be careful. DevOps engineer, 4 to 8 weeks. Be careful about this. That's all I want to say. Just be careful. Scroll down. What am I scrolling down to? Flexible education. Where do you? Okay. Flexible education. This course is self-taught, self-paced, and can be completed any time of the day. It's expected to take around 3 months at 10 hours of learning per week, or around 1 month of 40 hours learning per week. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
People, yes, they can do it in a few months. Other people, it takes years. The amount of time it takes you to learn this does not dictate your ability to code, and it does not say if you're a good or bad developer. Some of the best developers I know, it took them a really, really long time to get started, and I was one of those people. It took me years to really get my confidence in programming. Many people wouldn't know that watching my videos, but that's the case. A lot of time, a lot of effort, and I promise you, it is worth it. So just a friendly reminder here, don't compare yourself to other people. You want to make sure you're just looking at your own progress. Obviously, you want to move forward. You want to make progress, but don't go look at those brainiacs online that are getting jobs at 19 and 20.
Brainiacs online? I would say don't look at tech YouTubers who never like actually create products. And I'm not saying Tim does this, because again, I actually want to say, like, I think Tim's latest videos haven't been mostly like scammy, right? Like, he actually does like a full stack app tutorial, okay, mastering JavaScript, everything you need to know. Python or JavaScript, which one should you learn? The truth. Oi. Okay, never mind.
20 years old and making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Those are anomalies. That is not normal. It is going to take you a long time to do this, and everyone's journey is completely different. You really need to embrace that and remember that it's about you. It's not about all the other people. Now, with all that said, I want to leave you with one last parting message here. Programming and software development is one of the highest. Now, with all that said, I want to leave you with one last parting message here. Programming and
Do you guys see what I see? Do you guys see what I see? Programming, bro! It's all about that programming, motherfuckers! I knew it. I knew my boy Tim wasn't gonna scam us. It's not about programming. Kevin, say it. It's about programming, baby. Let's go. Shout out Tim, man.
And software development is one of the highest value skills you can build in 2024, and that's because it gives you time, location, and financial freedom. This gives you the skill to choose where you want to work, who you want to work for, how much money you want to get paid. You can do this in any location, you can do this in any time zone, and you can do it for any company at any rate or any salary you want. Now, obviously, you got to build yourself up. It's not like you can just demand to get paid $500,000 a year, but the reality is there's very few skill sets that give you all of those traits like software development does, and over the past few years, I've taken advantage of those. I've been traveling a lot more now. I'm actually moving to Dubai very shortly, kind of a little announcement there, and it's one of the
little announcement there.
Things that I really appreciate about this skill set. I can do it anywhere I want, I can do it on any time zone, and I can pretty much control my income by doing different jobs, freelance gigs, teaching programming, or even building my own company if I wanted to go ahead and do that. So I highly encourage you, learn this skill. If you do want a premium option to do that, I do have a software development course. This is a good course careers.
Damn. Prediction. There we go. Tim came clutch, baby. Let's go. It's not a Tech with Tim video if there's no course plug. I should have known. Damn. He never misses. This guy don't miss. At least he wait till the end of the video. Yeah. At least he wait until the end of the video. But I will say it's still the prediction. Asher, can you close that prediction off for us?
Run you through software development fundamentals, teach you a specialization in front-end, back-end, or DevOps, and then help you every step of the way to actually landing your first job. Check that out from the link in the description. I hope this was a helpful video, and I will see you in the next one.
Good stuff. Love it. I love it. Who's the best teacher for game dev? Probably Tech with Tim. Okay. Again, I don't want to be too mean. So I want to say that, the whole thing with Tech with Tim, I genuinely think after I called him out, he's gone better. Okay? I just want to say that. I know we could bash on the guy harder if we wanted to. And there's videos that we can bash on, all right? But after I called out his 3 plug video, where was it? It was like I went off on the guy. And he commented and he was saying, you know, you're right. Like I probably shouldn't have done 3 times. I think he's gotten a little better, right? I think he's gotten a little better. Was it this one?
Into smaller problems and things you will struggle to write code. Fortunately, once you learn them, coding will genuinely seem effortless. Now, the first of these 3 things is syntax and program structure. And just thinking about software, if you were
there you go. It was this one.
Link to.
Yeah. So this video, coding was hard until I learned these 3 things. He plugs his course 3 times in the video. In a 10-minute, 42-second video, he plugs his course 3 times, bro. And so I called him out on this. I'm like, dude, like, okay, 1 plug, I can understand it. 1 plug, you're hustling, you know, we get it. It's fine. Do I have a problem that you're kind of, you know, targeting vulnerable people? Yes, I do have a problem with that, but whatever. No one's perfect. I'm not going to be an asshole. I am an asshole. But then he does 3, and I'm just like, bro, come on. All right. Oh God, that was funny. Yeah. But yeah, I think after this, I think he kind of stopped. I think it's been a little bit more chilled, right? I mean, we could always go to good old reliable. What was it? Power couple. Seven habits of highly effective programmers. Should we do this? Wait, what? 6 if you count the description. It's listed 3 more times down there. Bullshit. Mihiro, send me a link to that. I have the TSOT Gentleman 80 series. Mihiro, send me that link again. I already closed it, bro. I closed it, bro. I watched this guy this morning. I turned it off after 30 seconds. Okay, hold on. There's no way he plugs it 3 times. Okay, here's the video. I already covered it. Register for my free development course careers, blockchain expert, programmer expert, free courses. Okay.
7 Habits of Highly Effective People is the most life-changing book I have ever read. If you ask any self-help guru, they will tell you that this book by Stephen Covey is among the top 5 self-improvement books of all time.
Okay.
Every single habit mentioned in this book is directly applicable to programmers. Yet I don't see anyone talking about it on
Good night,
YouTube.
TF
Today I
Kukui.
want to show you how any programmer can apply these habits in their life and become a 10x programmer. Let's do this.
I love it. 7 highly effective habits we can adopt as programmers to be 10xers. Baby, don't get me too excited. Whoo! Let's go. Please show me the way. Become
According to Stephen
proactive.
Covey, there are 2 kinds of people in this world. First are the reactive kind. These people believe that their lives are shaped by forces that are beyond their control, such as other people's behavior, economy, or the weather. And then there are proactive people. They focus on things that are within their
Diva, you
control.
already know,
These
the
people tend to
10Xer
take complete ownership
programmer
of their
shit.
actions and focus on what they can do to improve their situation. In the same way, there are 2 kinds of programmers. First are the reactive programmers. They believe that their career as a programmer can be built upon some life-changing video about how I learned programming in 4 months. Or someone
Yo, what? Is everyone calling themselves out now? Yo, is everybody calling themselves out now? What the Hold on. Bro, I am certain this person had a video like that. I am almost 100% sure he did that. Or did he change it? No way. They are definitely... I see. I see. So everyone now is going against like learn programming in 4 months situation. I see the tactics. I'm aware. Okay.
Will hand them a secret list of top 100 interview problems, and that's how they will crack coding interviews at big tech companies. Proactive programmers, on the other hand, know that all these things are good to know, but eventually it's them who's responsible for their own career. They understand that it takes years of practice to become a good programmer. They make mindful choices like reading documentation or building projects to hone their programming skills. They also spend good amount of time learning the fundamentals of data structures and algorithms and practice a lot of interview style problems. In other words, they look for inspiration within them rather than expecting someone else to deliver some magic potion to them. As the second habit, the author recommends beginning with the end in mind. Many people spend their entire life sleepwalking. They get so involved in their day-to-day life that they don't spend any time strategizing. Hope as your only strategy is not exactly a great way to succeed at anything. When strategizing, Stephen Covey recommends beginning with end in mind. In other words, before you start any project, you need to have clear vision of your ultimate goals.
I honestly like that advice. I think that's actually worth like highlighting. You have to have an end goal. I think a lot of people don't have an end goal when they start something. You know, when you start programming, like, what is the end goal? Do you want to get hired, or do you make a company, or what do you want to build an app that like 10,000 people use? I think it is pretty useful to have the end goal. This is actually pretty decent advice. This tip right here, having an end goal, is very valuable, because once you get like discouraged, once you get defeated, once you get hit, you gotta think you want to hit back, right? Like, you gotta come back. You gotta figure out what you want to do. So I actually like this advice.
If you apply this to programming, whenever you take on a new project, you need to spend some time to understand the end product. What are the functional requirements of the features you are building? In other words, how should the system work? And what are some non-functional requirements? In other words, how should the system perform? Software engineering is the art of making trade-offs. It's rare to have one right solution. So list out the different design choices and write their pros and cons. Make the final choice only after you have carefully analyzed the trade-offs of different options. 30 minutes of planning can easily save you 30
their toxic factor is 1.25x
hours in programming. Now that you have planned everything, we need to put first things first. In other words, highly effective people always prioritize. The book recommends using Eisenhower matrix for prioritization. The Eisenhower matrix categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants depending on urgency and importance. On the bottom right, we have tasks that are neither important nor urgent. We simply eliminate these tasks. On the bottom left,
this is actually super helpful. This prioritization is actually very, very useful and very, very helpful. I definitely think that a lot of people spread themselves too thin, especially people who want to like do a lot of stuff. Like, I can use myself as an example. That's the best example I can think of. Content, work, side projects, whatever, you know, working out. It's hard to do everything all at once. Going to the sauna, doing groceries, cleaning, walking honeydew, all that stuff, you have to prioritize it, right? And if you just kind of look at everything you have to do and not prioritize everything, you're going to kind of get overwhelmed and basically fail and not do any of them. So prioritizing them, using this Eisenhower matrix, which I wasn't aware of until this video, seems like a very good strategy for making sure you're not slipping in any other way that you're trying to like be good in, right? Especially if you're doing too much. Again, I would say do less, because less is more. But if you are in the point where you want to do a lot of different things, having a good way to prioritize all of your tasks is very powerful. My business partner is all about the Eisenhower matrix. I tend to just decide what I feel is most important at a given time. Yep. No one create points out the importance of find a community of devs to improve at work and together. That should be the first resource anyone. Yes, I agree. I think me and Spiridon also agree that the community of programmers and find that community pays dividend. I'm actually gonna make a YouTube video on that, Devo. I like that idea. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna make a YouTube video on that. Kind of backlogged on YouTube videos. Can't lie. Let's see. Community. There you go. Thank you for that idea, Diva.
there are urgent tasks that are not important. Find someone who can do these tasks for you. On the top left, we have tasks that are urgent as well as important. You need to do these tasks right away. On the top right, we have tasks that are not urgent but important. Schedule a time to do these tasks. It's the tasks in this
I found out the only reason why my apps are even remotely successful, I use that in quotations, is because I've had people in the community I've met who are willing to work and help me improve these websites and other apps like Go Blueprint. Go Blueprint is not listed here, but Go Blueprint, Resi AI, Astro Station, the thing I'm working on right now with my co-founder on Go School. Like, you have to have people working with you. You have to build that community. It's extremely important.
Quadrant that most programmers overlook. When you work as a software engineer, you're constantly bombarded by the bugs that you need to resolve.
You're doing this for 15 years and all of a sudden you find a new community to resonate with. So powerful, man.
You also have ongoing long-term projects to take care of. When you have so much pressure, learning starts taking a backseat. If your code is throwing an error, you just want to Google and copy-paste the first solution without really understanding it. Truly understanding the cause of the issue is important for learning, but not urgent. But it's very hard to make time for it, so it often gets overlooked. That's why for many engineers, the learning stops as they progress in their careers. So you need to keep an eye out for tasks that fall in this quadrant and schedule a dedicated time for them for your long-term success. One person's gain is another's loss. This idea is so ingrained in our brains, maybe because of all the sports we watch. But life is not a zero-sum game. In the book, Dr. Kavi emphasizes the importance of developing an abundance mentality. That is believing that there are enough resources and opportunities for everyone to succeed. And this mindset is very important to have a successful career as a software engineer. Software engineers constantly work alongside other engineers and people in other job functions like data scientists and product managers. Being able to collaborate with them effectively is one of the top skills an engineer needs to have. So it's essential to be able to rise above your personal career goals and have a win-win mindset for the team. It's highly likely that if the team wins, you will also win. This also applies to getting promoted at work. Instead of competing with a colleague for promotion, you can collaborate on a project that shows both of your strengths, leading to recognition and advancement for both.
I mean, okay, I don't know. I've lost interest in this video. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want to watch this. I won't lie. Everything here, like, my problem with all these kind of videos, you watch one, you kind of get the gist of what all the other videos are going to be. I'm not too engaged on it. It's not the content I like. I think it's very catered to a very specific audience, a niche audience. But yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. I saw a comment asking for the projects I built. Yeah, I mean, there's this one. There's astrostation.me. There is resuai.io, and there's, let's go to github.com for a second. What? github.com. And if we go to Go Blueprint, I would say like these three are the ones I would like essentially brag about. I think these are like my best projects, and I use the term "my" very loosely because I used the first iteration to kind of build the scaffold for the project, but then a lot of people helped out and contributed to where the project is right now. So brother, should I give try and go? Like, absolutely, man. And this is the right place to do that. Careful, streamer. Careful. A streamer might tear you apart if you plug your stuff too much. You're right. I should never plug my stuff again. You were the lead dev of them, weren't you? Was I the lead dev of these? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I don't really think of it that way. I was like, hey, I'm building this out, and I created it. And then someone like, hey, I really like this project. Can I contribute to it? And I'm like, yeah, sure, contribute. Like, Go Blueprint always started as open source. Go Blueprint was always open source. That's just how it worked. I wanted to make an open source project. I wanted to make Go Blueprint open source. That was it. Rosy AI is closed source because we wanted to make it like a paid service. But then we realized, you know what? Like, let's just make it free. Let's just keep it. It's fine. And then AstroStation is just a free app. AstroStation, but that's also my mentality. Like, if I want to charge someone, for my app, it has to be a really good reason. I have to really give them something to talk about, right? Teamwork is the most valuable skill in the profession. I agree. Teamwork, and you know what goes underrated, Diva? The quality of your teammates, right? Teamwork as a whole, I agree, but if you have bad teammates, it could ruin the entire experience, right? And I like for Resu AI, I worked with Emil, I worked with KB. I had a really good time working with those guys. I won't lie. You know, I don't know what they would say about me, but I had a really good time working with them. So I have a really good time working with the Go Blueprint team, which are completely different people, right? KB and Emil are not on the Go Blueprint team at all. But I met some other people who were like, hey, this sounds like a really cool project. We're going to work. And the AstroStation YouTube chat, please. What's going on YouTube? How much? What are we building? Yes, I read it. No, I read YouTube chat. I'm right here. Sorry. YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm right here. What up, YouTube gang? We're building a Golang course, all right? We're building a Golang course, my YouTube homies. Shout out the YouTube gang. Oh yeah. No, unban him. What? I didn't know you did that. Yeah, I saw the DM. Let's let's unban that individual. And not you know, he recognizes, yeah, and not let's be a little bit more lenient, I would say. On that. Let's be a little bit more lenient on that. Will you show us how to do local test cases for for what? You're putting out some cool stuff, mate. Yo, thank you, lol Frenzy. How do you feel about 3-year diplomas and associate degrees? Like in terms of what? You should keep a link for Twitch on YouTube description. Okay, I'll do that right now. Edit. There you go. Boom. Watch here. Watch here. There you go. There, I added a link on the YouTubies, on the Utelitubbies. Okay. In terms of viability and career mobility, pass an entry job. Yeah, that is bad. Micromanaging sucks. I've had to deal with micromanagers before. Not fun. Micromanagers suck. They really suck everything out of the experience. I cannot say enough bad things about a manager and micromanagers. They are just the worst. Like really, just the absolute worst. Same thing as a Scrum Master? No. I think they're a bit different there. That's funny though. That's funny. Okay. Let's see. So this is chapter 1. I think I think for this we want to add the actual register user, I think that's where I was at. Insert the user into the database. Yeah, I think this is where I kind of forget where I landed. But I think it's here. I think this is where I landed. Where I was developing the database handler. So this is the database layer. We decoupled the database, and then we have the API handler. This is unused. Okay, gotcha. So let's just cover this error. Let's just put register user just to cover that error. Let's return, I don't know, a reference to register user and nil. What's going on? Can I just, oh, it's string. Sprint fmt sprint f. This is, we don't even need, this is just a value. Okay. Do you use VS Code or the Codium? I use VS Code. I use VS Code and NeoVim. Okay, let's just solve the errors here. So first we need to check if the user exists using Dynamo. Yo, what's up, Viz Swag? How are you doing, brother? Okay. I think what we want to do was first check if the user exists and insert them. I think that's it. Right? So when our handler calls, when we do a register function, we check, does this user exist? Yes, no. If no, then we just insert them. I think that's it. With the same knowledge you have now, would you take university route? I didn't go to university for like programming. Right? I didn't go to, so I don't know. I would say no. I'm a tech lead in my work, and I have to say that I'm the only one that is not an asshole. So yeah, there are many obnoxious people around the industry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Diva. It also depends on where you are. Dude, there's so many like, brother. Oh, brother. Like, dude. Oh, the place where I live now. There's just so many assholes in the industry. Like, it's actually insane. Yeah, I'm holding back. Yo, Catalan MP. Yo, thank you for the bits. Whoa. What the hell? First time chatter dropping 500 bits? What the hell? What kind of energy is that? Give me that, pal. Dude, thank you so much. Where did that 500 bits come from? And you're gifting a T1 sub? What? What is happening? You're a first-time chatter. What do I think about Scala? I like Scala. Scala is very niche and it's very good. Scala is very good. That's my opinion. Yo, thank you for gifting a T1 to Deep Roots. I appreciate that. Give me that, pal. That's crazy. Thank you. I mean, that's some love right there. Scalable. Scala is literally scalable. Literally. It's good. The end thing is I think it's good. Okay, so I have get item function here. So what's the input? Get item. Okay. I think I have this code somewhere. What do you have to pass in? Dynamo. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, auto. Ooh, table name. Wait, do we even have a table? Wait. I don't even think we have a table set up yet. We have only lambda function. Yeah, so we don't even have... we don't even have the table. The music is so... You like it? Okay. I mean, seriously, brother. Okay. Typically, this would go to .env. But... the music is pretty fire though. What's the music name? It's Eve, Anoko Secret. Eve, Anoko Secret. It's good. It's a banger. It's banger o'clock, baby. Where's the doggo at? I told you, no more doggo after he keeps barking. The doggo kept barking, so I had to get rid of him. Had to quickly get rid of that dude. Yeah, no more honeydew, guys. Honeydew is been sent to the Shadow Realm. We want the honeydew. You want him? Okay. Honeydew, come here. Honey, come here. Come here. Hold on. I'll bring honeydew. He's in his bed. Yeah, so hot dog, is that a wiener? That is the wiener. Yeah, he's a wiener. He's a long-haired wiener dog. He is a king, man. He is a king. He is a king. He can't be bothered to get up. So he has his own bed. He has the works. Yo, El Crave, what's going on, homie? Welcome in, bruds. Oh, your hair looked like emo hairstyle for a moment. Yeah, my hair is crazy, man. My hair's crazy. Doggy, now I can buy your course. I should just have Honeydew sell my course. So does the user exist? We should prevent people from... Yeah, so let's just do true and an error. Bro, I'm trying to make the Go community get back on its feet again here in Brazil. Would you mind giving a talk online? Not at all. Yo, if you invite me to anything, I'll do it. El Cravo, if you have any idea of how I can help out, hit me up in Discord. Let's set something up, brother. 75,000? Chill, bro. Don't ask usually high. Usually high charges for everything. So if the user exists... Do I enjoy Dynamo? Yeah. I'll invite you to give me a kiss then. Relax. Relax. How long did you start learning programming? In 2019. February 2019. So ideally, we do this. I saw Cake Resmue was down yesterday. What's Cake Resmue? What's Cake Resmue? Oh, by the way, guys, join the Discord. Top of the hour Discord plug. How can I not do this? Join the Discord if you haven't. It's the best community ever. Resume. First person to join gets 15 bucks. Yeah, usually High is doing a sale. In your bio, you have written, typically work on web apps or more simple focused full stack applications. Which language do you use? I use that. Dude, my bio hasn't changed for years. Right. I haven't changed my bio in years. So a lot of that stuff is a little bit out of date. But I use like TypeScript, Python, and Go. Can I talk about structs and using Gorm to interact with Postgres? There's something I'm reading up on today. I typically don't use Gorm, brother. I don't use Gorm. I'm doing good. Yo, what's up, everyone? There's so many first-time chatters. Jesus. Where'd you guys come from? Where'd you guys come from? Do I use type hints? Yeah. No. Is that Airman opening? Where are all these first-timers coming from? Who sent you here? Who are you people? What can you recommend? Python, Go? I already know JavaScript. I'd recommend Go. Hey, chat. What about this Netflix Go course? Is it true? Yeah, it's true. You can just ask me. It's true. I'm building it right now. I bet YouTube. Maybe. YouTube chat going crazy. That Gopher, look at me. That's Dur. They're Burr and Dur. Can you build web apps with Go? Yeah, check out Go Blueprint. Check out my open source project, Go Blueprint. If you want to build a web app using just Go, this is what you want, brother. You want that Go Blueprint saucy Cassie. You want that good. I'll show you my recommended feed. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Get that algo juices flowing, baby. All right. You nailed it when I was in the YouTube for years for Twitch streamers. I just don't have the fans on to Twitch. Yo, Diva, you should start streaming, brother. Start streaming. You've never seen Go syntax? Nani kore? You plan to, dude, if you knock 2, if you do that, I'm gonna watch you. Knock 2, if you rewrite that in motherfucking C, I guarantee I will watch it. How'd you come up with your name? Okay, brother, now you're asking too many questions. Just enjoy the show, brother. Just enjoy the show, okay? Just enjoy the show, fam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was a YouTube viewer for years. Oh, yeah, dude, YouTube just doesn't have it, you know? It just doesn't have it. My man's a DBA with all these queries. For real, dude. It's hard to balance all of this, man. Okay, so this is my API handler. So if that's the case for my API handler, we just need to return like, there was an error. So if the user, or if this is true, this means that we don't want to register new users because they already exist, right? I love how Let's Go Further really shaped your API styling as a whole. It pretty much did, man. That's kind of how I learned it. I can't lie. It's a very good pattern. Like, and also like Anthony GG uses it too. Anthony GG uses this pattern as well, right? So I think a lot of people use this pattern. Okay. So what do I want to do? I think I just want to insert the user, right? He doesn't recommend the book? No way. No shot. I don't believe that. Does he actually not recommend that book? Anthony G doesn't actually recommend? Yo, what does he use passive context around? What are its use cases? Context is a lot of use cases. One of the main use cases for context control and the timeouts in your database layer. So like if you want a request to not hang for too long or stall your application, if you're using your serverless, right, with Lambda context timeouts, you need to control that timing. 30 seconds to get a request, 30 seconds to respond to a request. If you don't set that, you're going to use the default context values. How often do I use ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT often, man. You've asked him and he recommends Tour of Go and Effective Go? I mean, yeah. Not even a single mention? Maybe you just forgot about it. What are we building? We're currently just breaking down do I want to do this right now actually? Hold on. Do I want to do this? I think for teaching perspective, it's better not. I think we're just gonna insert the user. I think I want to do that. Like, I'm gonna put a note here. We are going to first store the raw plain text password, and then I'm gonna showcase how we can hash it. Okay. So if the user does not exist, so we're saying, does user exist is false. Wait, but this is an or. So if the error does not equal nil or the user, you know what? This is a bad way to handle this actually. Yeah, so we're gonna say if does user exist, right, and then I'm gonna put an else statement here. So if the user exists, right? This is if the user exists. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to basically return do I want to return an error? Yeah, you know what? I think for simplicity's sake, I'm going to do it. Redeem shout out Acorn. Yeah, big shout out to Acorn. Acorn's the best. I love Acorn. She's I think Acorn's a very good engineer. Acorn is the best engineer I've ever met. I can safely say that. I think Acorn's the best engineer I've ever met. Yeah, do I want to return error here or just a string? Whatever. Okay, so if... You know what? I'm being kind of stupid here because I'm returning. So if the user does exist, You know what? I don't want to say user exists though, right? Because if we say user exists, that's actually bad for like hacking purposes. Like there's gonna be people that are gonna be able to like find more information about that. You know what I mean? Like if a person's like, oh, I'm trying to like hack this person's account, but I don't know if they exist, and they just register, and we say, oh, this person actually exists. They're like, oh, okay, like I'm just gonna fucking steal that. Because it's not technically an error, right? Cool. And now here, this is where we want to insert. Yo, what up, Doclock? How's it going, brother? Okay, let's put in, we're gonna return a boolean and error. You chilling? Nice, me too. Okay, cool. So then this, we're gonna just pass in the entire user here. So user is gonna be of type, reference to type, let's see, what's the module name on this? Lambda func. Let's go ahead and grab this, and go back here, paste it, types. There you go. Go Blooper mentioned yet? Yeah, we mentioned Go Blooper a lot of times. It's not a playlist, brother. It's just random songs I'm playing. It's not. There's no playlist. What is the best OAuth tool out for Go? Do you build it on your own if you have to? I actually have a video on it, brother. I have a video on Golang OAuth handling. Let me link it to you. By the way, guys, watch my latest video. I dropped it this morning. Let me know what you guys think. Everything you need to know about becoming a YouTube editor. It's a pretty interesting video. Yeah, Goth. Where is it? Right here. Here you go, man. This is the video I recommend if you want to learn into OAuth 2 using Golang. I think new video big L, bro. I think new video big L. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yeah. It's it's not hitting. I'm super surprised that this, I think this like I disagree with this, bro. I literally disagree with this shit. This is such a good thumbnail. So, whatever. I'm super happy about this thumbnail. I don't really care that it's not doing too well. Like I think this is actually crazy. I literally disagree with the data. Yo, but it sucks because I can't disagree with the data, but it's just so like it's tough because the only videos that do well are Golang videos, and I don't want that to keep being the case. Like I want to be able to branch into other streamings of tech content. Like I don't want to be pigeonholed into Golang, and that's the difficulty, right? User check there can give info. What is this? Only thing missing is a mustache. Authentication cheat sheet. Oh, I've never seen this. Authentication cheat sheet. Interesting. What is this? The solution is backend. This is a lengthy read. Jesus. Yeah, this is insane. I've never read this. I think it's useful to read, though. I think it could definitely help you out. if anyone's lost and confused about OAuth, because trust me, I have been very confused with OAuth for a long time. It is confusing. Hey Mucky, to not get pigeonholed into Golang, you should make a Golang course. Yeah, hilarious. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Kung Fu Keyboard. Appreciate that love, bro. Love it. Love it. I have to just insert this shit. Shout out to Nico. All right, Nico. Hey, you're the Golang guy, right? Yeah, I'm the Golang guy. Unfortunately, I've unfortunately become that guy. What can you do about it? Only thing I'm suffering from right now is to implement PKCE. Other OAuth flows are working fine. What's PKCE? What is that? Any other language you would like to get into? Zig. Zig is the only one I would actually like to get into at this point. I think Zig is just a very nice language, and I really want to get better at learn Zig. I just don't have the time right now, unfortunately, but got you, Taberg. I got you on that. Yeah, big dog, but this is partially what you want to do right now. Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. Authentication error and error message. Incorrectly implemented error message. In the case of authentication, functionality can be used. Respond to generic error message regardless of whether the user ID. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll like again, I don't want to I probably need to implement it to be more in the weeds, but I don't think it's necessary for the course. Like this I could probably reference this in the course, but like, hey, if you want to know how to properly handle that, like here's a link to it. But because I'm just kind of because I want to kind of focus on just like creating the course, giving users like a quick way to register users use AWS and Dynamo, maybe we can omit that for now. Yeah. I lost my train of thought of what I wanted to do. I forgot my train of thought of what I wanted to do here. Fuck. Put item input with item. Oh, table name. Yes. Table. Okay. Cool. Okay. Give some more space. Fuck. Yeah, it's for a course. It's not like, you know, anything too serious. db. Course about AWS. Yeah, it's a course about AWS and Go. What's going on? db. What's going on? Okay, db.db. I don't know, something. Oh, I see. My bad. That's my bad. Did not have to put that. Let's actually go back up. We don't need to return a bool. We can just return error and then back down. Else, we're gonna return that. You already have a ORI for the course. What's an ORI? A price? No. This course right here is for front-end masters. This course I'm building is for front-end masters. Still, people might bring production sites live based on course, so I hope they get the password hashing right. Yeah. The password hashing, don't worry about that. The password hashing is because I'm showing you 2 steps. So chapter 1, we're just gonna insert the user, and then chapter 2 can be bcrypt. We're not actually gonna store like unhashed fucking things, you know, like that would be kind of crazy. There you go. And it actually doesn't have to be a pointer at all. There you go. User namer and 50. Oh, there you go. Yeah, not user namer. Okay, cool. So we got that. Sweet. And then here, register user. So here, we want to insert the user. Equals what? App dot insert user, and that's passing our user. Register user. We're gonna return nil and cool. Okay, theme. My theme is just like one dark, or the default. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really change themes. Sorry, I don't really change themes like at all. I just kind of keep them the way they are. So Mulky Moments first 10,000. Yeah, that was the first 10,000, bro. That was actually crazy that you did that. For real. I cannot believe you did that. That was unreal. FMT sprint F successfully registered new user. Okay, cool. What's going on? Unnecessary use of sprint F. True. Wait. Oh, okay. Sprintf needs formatting, right? Doesn't return. Yeah, but we want a variable. Yeah. Why? Unnecessary use. Why? Why is it unnecessary? Why is it? Sprint returns a why can't I use this? Oh, it's saying I could just. Is that what it's complaining about? That I could just like return it like as is down here? Yeah, okay. But with that format, just use my message. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. But why is it complaining about here? The same thing, right? It's the same thing. It doesn't want. It just wants me to use it in place. Whatever. That I'm not gonna lose sleep on that. That's fine. Okay, I have other things I want to fry instead. Okay, so cool. Can I import database missing metadata? What? What metadata are you missing, dude? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's clear this. Let's go back here for a second. We have our register user handler. That's done. Oh, and look, our warning is gone for now. Okay, so we have the register handler user function. We have our database, which checks the user and it does an insert. And then what we want is back in main.go, our new handler. Don't forget to add condition expression to your DynamoDB put. Condition expression? What condition expression? Fuck, I have to pee. But I want to figure this part out. So now we have to just create the handle request, right? How do I want to do this? What is it that I'm building? Hey man, is this an actual Netflix Go course? It's not a Netflix Go. Yes, you know what it is. No, it's just this is just a Go course I built for Frontend Masters. I have to use the washroom. Let's see. Someone's in charge. I'll be right back. I got my doggy here. What a good boy. He's gonna be just chilling. He's just gonna be chilling. Yeah. Let's see. Commitment. Once you put it out, I will donate 3 annual subs for Frontend Masters so you can give them to anyone in the community. Just me and oh hell yeah, dude. Are you sure you want to do that? That would be kind of crazy. Are you sure? Oh man, he wants to be a table dog. Okay, go. Oh Jesus, honey, dude, wait. Sorry, he's a table dog. He literally just wants to. He has to be on the table. That's like his whole thing now. He's 10 months old. But the only thing he cares about is being on a table. Sure he's not a cat? I don't know. He looks like a cat, but he acts like a cat too. But he's definitely, he does not like to be in front of the camera. No. Honey. This guy. Oh yeah, let's go, mine. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. He's just All right, so here, can we do app dot handler dot no? Okay, it doesn't work. Why not? wait, hold on. If I go here, yeah, so I should have this app struct here available. So my app dot, oh my God. Honeydew, bro, honeydew, stop. Yo, this guy. Default VS Code. Why don't you like my default VS Code thing? Oh, I see the issue. I don't have an actual handler defined here. Duh. That makes sense. And this is the API package. Okay, so let's do API. So this handler is going to be API.API handler. Awesome. He wants to be an engineer too. He is an engineer. Well, back to talking. Best of luck building the course. Yeah, we're slowly building it. Very slowly. I do a lot of work outside of like streaming. Streaming, I feel like, is more like I can interact with people in chat. I can talk to people, you know, get to know them a little bit. But when it comes to, you know, getting work done, it's not the most productive, which is like what I have a video on. There you go. Okay, cool. There you go. So now if we go back up here, we can do a lambda, right? Lambda.start. The fuck was the function? Yeah, so lambda.start. I think something's going on with my fucking my app.handler.register user. Cool. There you go. Okay, finally. So if we go look at this, so we get an event context. Context and event has gonna have this type register user, name, password. That's fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. So CDK example, CD into lambda. Let's go ahead and build this out. Okay, go back. Oh, we need to actually, we're not done. We have to actually build the CDK table. So here we have our function, our lambda function. We need to actually build the DynamoDB table. Oh God. Go around with your other docs and friends. Okay, I need to go. I forgot how to do this. This is like, let me see. I think I have some code here. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Nothing like copy and pasted code. Am I right, guys? Do I need to install anything for this? Let's see. No, I just need to do this. Okay. Go here, grab this, paste this, go all the way down here. And is it AWS Dynamo? DynamoDB? Yeah, sweet. How did you configure Vim config versus VS Code? I have a video on it. Karate. I have a whole video on this. Oh, wait, I have a YouTube channel right here. Where is it? Let's go back to my channel. Let's see. Videos popular. This one. I'm gonna make an updated version of this, but I know a lot of people have liked this video, so there you go. Let me know what you think. I was just hacked. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Getting emails, I'm hacked. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, no problem. Just new table. Okay, cool. And then what are you passing the new table? Stack and then JSI printf. Nope. JSI.string. Oh, I haven't seen your check for existing user. You don't need to do that in two separate DynamoDB requests. You can use condition expression on put operation. Yo, I appreciate it, but I also would appreciate if you just kind of let me, you know, do program it how I kind of want to program it. You know, there's more ways to cut an onion or whatever the expression is, right? I'm sure you and I are gonna agree on a bunch of different things. We're gonna disagree on a bunch of things as well. So like I'm doing it my way. It works, right? And I'm sure your way is gonna work as well. But you know, I don't think there's like we need to necessarily look at everything, every detail, and be like, oh, you know, why are you gonna do it this way versus why am I doing it this way? We both got our ways to do things, right? We both got our different styles and quirks and good things and bad things that we do. Oh, music ended. Let's get the music back on. You know what? Let's go with some Mac Miller. Are you guys okay with some Malcolm Miller? Are you guys okay if I put some Malcolm on chat right now? Will you do me the honors? It's not as hype. It's definitely not as hype as the previous music, but hey. Oh wait, this is the wrong attribute. Sorry. This is just front-end masters. Let's go user table. A whole day in my head. Do a little spring clean. Okay, so now the partition key we're gonna use is just username. What other field? And then the type. Is this right for? You know, she's a professional coder, right? I don't think it's about that. I didn't take it like that. I didn't take offense to that. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. There's always more to learn. I think my point was like, you know, try to mitigate backseat programming. You know, I think he's just trying to help, but you know, sometimes like I've had some bad moments with people where they overstepped. And I get some break. This is just in a goddamn way. Current implementation has a chance to duplicate users. No, it doesn't. PR Rust has it. Do you like the song? Half the time I don't even know what I'm saying it about. Good news, good news, good news is all they want to hear. No, they don't like it when I'm wrong. No sign, no, make them feel uncomfortable. Okay, so now we just have to grant this shit, right? Bad. It could always be worse. Let's see why. I'm so tired of being so tired. Put Usia Quevedo a los lugares que llego. That's going to be my top on Spotify 2024. Don't know what that is, Arieru. Haven't heard that one. Sun in the wild, but I hope the sky's still blue. Okay, let's deploy this. Honeydew's chewing something again. No, good news is all they want to hear. When I'm gone. So different. Okay. So we can see it is updating right now. So we have it here. Is Dynamo a column DB? It's a key value store. Dynamo is a key value store. Think of it like Redis. But yo, what's up, PB? What's going on, dude? How you doing? Yeah, there's no music on YouTube, right? Yeah, because YouTube is a little bit more strict on takedowns. Why I haven't been seeing you in the gym? I've been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. I don't know. Do you do jiu-jitsu? Okay, let's see. CDK stack example, resources. Okay, so we create our table. Let's pull up our Lambda function. Let's see if it can create a duplicate. I'm curious. If it can create a duplicate, I'll be surprised. Okay. Good. No. Export table items. Okay, so we have no items returned. That makes sense. Let's test this. So right now, our function is just kind of empty, right? So let's go first. It's expecting a name. So let's go name. We'll put Melky. And I'm not hashing the actual password just yet. You can be like, Melky, how are you not hashing it? Like, bro, relax. Password 123. The case for a duplicate user is in the concurrent Lambda call. In the case of a concurrent Lambda call, you would need two users trying to create a user with the same name. Oh, I see. But then wouldn't the case for that to be to lock the DB? Wouldn't the case to handle those kinds of situations would be to lock the DB per transaction? Like log Dynamo, do the transaction, unlock it, and then that could prevent any kind of case like that? Or is there a better way that I'm like not seeing right now? Anyways, let's try to test this out. Give Glorious Dweeb here a second to respond. Okay, cool. So the email is already registered. So there's definitely a problem. If username is part of primary key, it should be unique, which it is, yeah. Okay, so we have a problem. The email is not registered at all. We come so far. Fuck. Okay, let's backtrack this shit. Oh, what the I almost fell out of my chair. Oh, if result item is nil, that means the user item does not exist. This should be false. What the? If the item is nil, then yeah, we result. So these two cases are the same. So we don't even. If the item is nil, right? Return false and then false. They're the same thing. So we've come so far. The put item operation overwrites an item with the second primary key if it exists. You need atomic conditional put, i.e. conditional expression. So it overwrites it? I see. Sorry. I said this out loud in my head. This would be true. So if we have no error and the item is not nil, I had them mixed up. Sorry, I was looking at this like, why? How did I get this wrong? I just use get user and check if nil, which satisfies if user exists. Yeah, this is what I want to do. If error is not equal to nil, return true. This is suspicious. Yeah, because the reason is I don't want you to insert user in case there's an error, right? If there's an error in us trying to retrieve the item, right, we're going to return true, because returning true is going to prevent us from inserting a new user. Right, so if basically this is returning a Boolean. If the user exists, we'll not register a user. If the result item is nil, meaning we could not find a user, then it's gonna be false. And if it's false, that's when we can actually insert the user in a database. I legit thought that was bait. Good stuff though. No, no bait. No bait. Let me just double check the user. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Cool. Build this out. Cool. Deploy this. On up all night to get some. Let's go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Cool. Let's go back here. Let's just refresh. Is it gonna be like a Go only course, like a 0 to hero? So are you going to use Go for a web project? We're using Go. It's OAuth handling with Go and AWS. Can't type a name. Okay, successful register a new user. Okay, there you go. Mail key and then password. So if I try to register another user, the exact same event, I should get. I should see an error. The email's already registered. Okay, there you go. So it works. It can be polished up, but essentially it gets what I wanted to do, which is like, can we register a user? I wouldn't return true when there's an error. It's kind of wrong because the user doesn't exist. It's just a bit counterintuitive. The turnaround time and serverless and testing stuff seems really slow. It is. It is super slow. I definitely agree. Has it go? What's up, Michael? Something like the local stack is really nice for testing lambdas locally without having to deploy a binary each time. Requires local connectivity to your depths, though. Yeah, this is the issue with serverless, and because what I'm doing now is for a course for front-end masters, the prerequisites are already kind of steep, right? Because the prerequisite has to be like you have to have an AWS account and you have to have your credentials already set. If I have to further like provide a prerequisite of like, oh, also make sure local dev stack is working, I feel like that could be too much of a turnoff for someone to even go and use the course, right? So although the iteration speed between like serverless and seeing it is a pain in the ass with the way I'm doing it, I kind of have to pick my battle and say like maybe it's worth it for a course perspective, right? Because when I'm going to be teaching it, it's going to be a bunch of people, all with the computers, all with AWS, all with this other shit. It might be worth it. I might have to look into this and see like how long is the actual setup for this, but that's just something I thought about this, and obviously since I've done this, like I've noticed like the iteration speed is pretty slow, especially when you get into like deploying API gateways. It gets pretty gnarly pretty quickly. Local stack plus Docker Compose is trivial though. Sure, for you, but what about for someone who's new to programming? Or someone who has no backend experience? Like you can't just think of it, oh, it's trivial because I know how to do this. I'm super duper, man. You know, you have to think about it from a perspective like, what if no one even knows what AWS is? Or someone who doesn't even know what Docker is, right? You have to find that balance of enabling them to take what you're trying to teach so they can go at it and learn it by themselves versus giving them so much tech and new material that they're just like, I don't even know what this guy is teaching me anymore, and I'm here for another 5 hours. I find that slow feedback loops can be really frustrating for people learning. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. But that's the thing, right? That's a trade-off we have to figure out. It's like for a course for a course setting, what is the best way to do it? Right? And I have like just under a month to figure that question out. That, and like, you know, I don't think there's a right answer. I think it's like, what do people prefer? I might have to talk for him because I'm pretty sure I'm doing the first AWS course on Frontend Masters and like the second or third Go course, right? So it's not like an easy thing that a lot of people have the answer to. Obviously, I want it to be the best and allow people to have the best experience within my course. But I just don't know the answer. I think it does become the point that we're at now from a course perspective, right? This point, and look, it's going to be 2 days at least. Maybe. I don't know if it's 2 days, but definitely a time sink. Oh, fuck. Goddamn headphones. Always like, this wire is so obnoxiously long. But the point that we're at now, this point of what we have with the registering, and the checking if the user exists, this is okay for like I finish off a chapter, like put a pin on it. Let's recap. Let's figure things out. However, chapter 2 and chapter 3, with the way I've currently iterated on it, like chapter 2, we're gonna start hashing the user passwords. So we're gonna involve like, you know, a new type function here, which this is gonna introduce like a new type, let's say user struct. It's gonna have like the fields that register user has, but it's also gonna have like this password hash version, right? Hash. It's gonna be a string, whatever, and we're gonna have this function called new user. And new user is gonna take a register user type. So you can just put register. It's gonna actually output a user type. And what's gonna happen here is, you know, like some logic, but essentially we're gonna take the we're gonna basically create like a hash password is gonna equal to error, and I think it's pseudocode. I think it's like bcrypt dot compare hash and password, and you're gonna take I think a slice of bytes. Oh wait, no, this is compare and hash. Sorry, we need the my bad. We need the what do we need? Bcrypt. I think it's generate. Yeah, here you go, and it also takes a slice of bytes to any day. Okay, and then we're gonna take register user dot password, right? So return it, and then we put the algo. I think it's like this. 12 might be too slow. You actually might get lambda timeouts if you make the algorithm salt too high, because it takes a longer time to execute. You actually change the context timeout there, which I don't want to do. Handle the error, right? So let's actually just whatever. Can I please? Yeah. And then we can do like return user, and then we put, you know, password hash or user dot password hash as var user is type user dot password hash equals hash password return, some shit like that, right? So we're gonna create a function which does this, right? We're gonna have like this new function, new user function. What if there is no register user? What if there is no register user? What do you mean? What if there is no register user? Caller checks not null. Yeah, why would my new func check if register user not null? I don't really understand what you're saying. I can check the register user not in the function call, or I could do it either or. I mean, I don't think there's necessarily like a hard press on that, right? Like that check could be done outside the call of the function, or it could be done inside. I'm gonna do it outside because I want to keep my function a little bit more pure than having like unnecessary. They're necessary checks, but I want to keep it a little bit more pure and not have like the check for register user here. This could be done outside the register user function check. But yeah, we could have something like this, right? And then in the actual API handler here, what we're going to do is actually call this new function, transform the function to a user, and then register that user, so that instead of in DynamoDB, where right now we have, where is it? Right now you can actually see the plain text password. Obviously, this is a no-no. I appreciate the people who told me like, yo, I hope your course hashes the password. It's like, yes, my course will hash the password. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that insight. I was going to actually just not store hash passwords. But yeah, so that was going to be the plan. Chapter 1, as of right now, it feels complete. Let's actually go back. I want to remove this for a second. We don't need this. Yeah. Okay, and then git add. Okay, commit dash n. Finishing chapter 1. Malky. Beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and raid. Always nice to see you. Museum. All right. Oh, that target has disabled raids. Okay. Mayan Wolf. Mayan Wolf E. Mayan Wolf E. I think I'm sure the pronunciation just got butchered. But Mayan Wolf. How about that? I'm gonna go raid Mayan Wolf. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate all the support, all the love. I'm sorry I did not get to your message, KB, with the late entrance, bro. You're about to get demodded, fam. Your annual review is gonna get below expectations, brother. Mayan Wolfie. Yeah. Guys, again, thank you. DJ cut the music. I gotta say my spielskis. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this stream. If you haven't already, joined the Discord. Lots of great community members there. Like almost at 4,000 members. We have anime nights, programming nights. That's basically like the best way to contact me is via all those. All Discord. We build apps. Honestly, it's a really good community. I'm proud to be a part of it. If you haven't already, check out my YouTube. I'm almost at 20,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate a subscription. What am I even saying? I want to get to 20K. That's the goal. Watch my new video if you haven't already. It's kind of flopping, but whatever. It is what it is. You can't win them all, right? But yeah, stay safe, stay beautiful, stay programming, stay positive. Do what you want. Be happy. All that good stuff. I'll be streaming next week as per usual. More videos coming in as per usual. And yeah, the POW message is, the raid message is POW. Sorry. Peace. Bye.